Hey, welcome back to Comics Characters Chronology. I'm your host, Rhett, and we've got a little bit of a larger episode today, so let's dive right in. Alright, we're looking at the Fantastic Four's third appearance, which comes from Fantastic Four number 3, cover dated March of 1962. And quick cover notes here. A lot is promised on this cover, and some of it even paid off on the cover. We see the promise of the Fantasticar, which they are riding on. Well, at least all of them except Human Torch. And a little bit of foreshadowing in that cover, as we'll soon see. Costumes, we get those as well, and a new hideout. So I personally can't wait. Alright, let's take a quick look at the credits. Okay, so on that cover, we have Jack Kirby doing the pencils, Saul Brodsky doing the cover inks, and Stan Goldberg doing the colors. Inside the issue, the script by Stan Lee, pencils by Jack Kirby, inks by Saul Brodsky, colors by Stan Goldberg, and letters by Artie Simek. Alright, and this story is actually reprinted several places, including Marvel Masterworks, The Fantastic Four Volume 1, The Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 1, Fantastic Four Epic Collection Volume 1, and, of course, on Marvel Unlimited. Alright, and a story summary here for us. Alright, a magician going by the name of Miracle Man mocks the Fantastic Four at a performance of his that the FF has attended, and after that performance, demonstrating his perhaps superiority over the team, he turns evil, and his first act is to make a giant monster wooden statue thing that was part of a movie promotion. He decided to turn it, make it alive, and cause it to wreak havoc on the city. The FF stops him, but he does manage to escape. However, Sue Storm, being able to turn herself invisible, realizes she's the perfect individual to follow him and does so. However, things take a turn for the worse when Sue is found out by a dog who smells her. Even though he can't see her, he can smell her, so that happened. And Miracle Man hypnotizes Sue, causes her to bring the Fantastic Four to him, in hopes, obviously, of defeating them. However, the FF is able to bring Miracle Man down. The Human Torch temporarily blinds him, and Reed Richards reveals to the rest of us that he discovered that Miracle Man is no magician at all in the traditional sense. He's actually just a hypnotist, but now that he's been blinded, will no longer have those abilities. I'm not sure how that works, but, you know, comics. Alright, and there's a big moment at the end of this issue when the Human Torch quits the team. See, he and Thing, of course, had been bickering back and forth throughout the issue, and he decides, like a, moody teenager, that he's had enough and decides to fly off. Reed leaves us with an interesting little bit here where he's worried about the possibility of the Human Torch turning against them, even, and wondering how they would be able to stop him. So that's a nice little cliffhanger twist there. And another fine moment from this issue is the police commissioner scolding Reed for allowing Miracle Man to get away. I don't know who this fellow is. I wish he had been made a more regular character. I love the idea of a police commissioner in New York City who just scolds Reed Richards all the time. That would be great fun, but sadly I don't think he becomes a regular part of the cast here. Alright, so we are introduced in this issue to the headquarters of the Fantastic Four. It does lead to some questions, though, because we're told that it's a secret headquarters in this unnamed building that I assume eventually is, of course, the Baxter Building. But how do you build a secret headquarters with a missile launcher inside it, secretly, in the middle of a city? I'm not sure how that happens. Alright, and Sue Storm actually created costumes for everyone. However, we also get a hint here that Sue, a little bit of a jerk. She's helping Thing with his costume, puts his helmet on his head and tells him that he's, basically never looked better. And yeah, little rough. The guy's already a little sensitive about his situation, and she brings that one out. By the way, also made him the only one wearing a helmet too. So Sue Storm, kind of a jerk. That said, it was still good to see Sue getting a brief moment of heroism, and while normally, you know, we would look at it as being perhaps, you know, reduced by the fact that she is very quickly found out and hypnotized and sets the trap for the rest of the FF, I think we can look at it, given her treatment of the Thing, as being, you know, exactly what she deserved this time around. A couple other strange moments to point out. Reed Richards is very much befuddled when he gets hit in the head with a brick. I'm not exactly sure how a man who's basically rubber is significantly affected by a brick to the head, but again, comics. Who knows how these physics work? And two revelations regarding Thing. One, we find out he can take a bullet. It's not gonna really hurt him. And we also found out he does not like his costume. And lastly, what would a Fantastic Four issue be, even with all this new technology in this brand new building, without a smoke signal? And this time it seems to be a little bit of an improvement. It's now, you know, made of fire, but again, still very weird that the Fantastic Four uses a smoke signal or fire signal, whatever. Could you get a radio? Like some sort of communication device? Seems like something Reed could pull off. All right, and Reed playing the role of Wheel on a car, it has to be my favorite use of his power thus far. A tire pops loose from the car. Reed Richards, before they wreck, manages to leap out, stretch himself into a tire formation, and pop right on there and keep him going. Once again, how is this man affected by a brick? All right, and lastly, I want to pull out what I'm going to call the read the room moment of the issue here. Just an utter failure by whoever crafted this book to read the room. We finish off the issue with this intense moment of Human Torch quitting the Fantastic Four, and we followed up the very next page with a Human Torch pinup. Just not well timed. All right, that's it for this time. Thanks so much. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that stuff, and join us next time, as we will be back for the second appearance of the Doom Patrol, which occurs in the comic My Greatest Adventure, issue number 81. See you then. Thanks.